Hi, my name is Jukia, and today, think of this, a game where you play as an angler, catching a lot of fish, selling those fish, buying upgrades and completing quests through your story. For example, delivering 2 silverfish and to the fish seller. Oh, and yeah, you also have to manage your resources while playing a bit of treacheries. Resident Evil 4 vibes here. It might sound like a simple game of fishing, and there are probably many games with a similar style, but that's not the case with Dredge. When the night falls, that's when things get interesting. You need to deal with a sanity system, cosmic horror like the Kraken, the Leviathan, maybe the Cthulhu from Lovecraft, horrendous fish to collect, and even more terrifying creatures that want a piece of your boat. The NPCs are more traumatized than I was when I was playing Silent Hill for the first time. Wait, what? And you, the angler, are slowly losing your minds in all of this. This is Dredge, an indie horror game created by Black Salt Games, and honestly, I'm sad I never played it before. I bought the complete edition and I will probably make another video about the DLCs. But for now, Dredge, ladies and gentlemen. The game starts with you, an angler, heading to the Grand Moreau because they need an angler in the area. And you, of course, an angler, need money to survive like anyone else, you accept the offer. Until an accident happens. You crash into a rock and suffers an accident. In the next morning, you wake up after the crash. You are greeted by the mayor of Grand Moreau, the city where you are supposed to go. It tells you that you had an accident and your boat was destroyed because of that. While you sleep, the mayor orders your boat to be fixed. The problem with this part is that you are now in debt with the mayor. This mother... The good thing is that paying back is easy, so okay, I guess. He also warns you to be careful when the night comes. Why? Are there monsters in the water? Oh wait, there are. Anyway, you start traveling the seven seas, or at least the waters near Moreau. Because look, your boat is very slow at first, you need to upgrade, so you can't access the other areas very easily. And in this game is important sleeping because if you don't sleep during the night, you will still see things during the day. Remember, I talked about the sanity system. And funny part, if you don't sleep enough one day, the NPCs will notice and advise you to get more rest. I probably should listen to the NPCs. Yes, you can fish at night, but be careful, and of course, there's all the weird stuff that happens at night. What weird stuff? Well, rocks spawning in front of you, tentacles emerging out from nowhere, huge predators hunting you, random voices driving you crazy because, like I said, there's a sanity system. The more weird stuff happens, the crazier you get. Oh yeah, and the crows trying to steal your loot. That's the worst part, I guess. After your first time fishing in Moreau, you meet the fishmonger. This is where you sell your fish in this game, and the shipwright is the one who upgrades your boat. And the next days are basically the same. You catch fish, sell fish, pay off your debt, upgrade your boat, and do favors like delivering packaged or catching specific fish. And here in this game, fish are catalogued. For example, if you have a fish road that catches coastal and shallow fish, you can only catch those type of fish. You need different roads to catch other types of fish. For example, if I want a volcano fish, I need a road that catch that type of fish. So yeah, you can't fish every single fish you encounter. At least in the beginning. For example, you can't catch a shark on the first day, you know? You need to upgrade and get a better fishing road. You also start catching resources to upgrade your boat or to help NPCs like the builder. And yeah, you pass your days catching fish, you are out there catching fish and... you catch a disturbed fish or a mutated fish. I don't know how I say this. And here, that's where the mystery of the game begins. So after catching this weird fish, you go to the fishmonger and tell him about your discovery. He's surprised because he never saw that fish. But hey, he pays you even more for it, so I think that's good, I don't know. and he gives you other type of resources to upgrade your skill tree. Yeah, you have a skill tree here. I mean, you have two skill trees here. Anyways, and he also gives you an artifact that was inside of the fish. After leaving the fishmonger, you meet the collector. He's collecting the artifacts from the area and is very interested in the relic you found. So if you hear relics or artifacts, they are the same thing, just to clarify. And after this, he tells you to meet him at his mansion, and that's exactly what you do. And you have a dialogue with him, and you make a deal with him. Find more of the relics, give it to him, and he will give you something in return. For example, a freaking nitro for your boat! That's awesome, I love this one. So the rest of my first day recording was, okay, I talked a little more with the NPCs in the area, upgraded my boat, helped the builder. Oh yeah, and I found a survivor that I can put in my storage! I swear I didn't forget about him. I swear. And at the end of the day, I was heading to the Gale Cliffs, and honestly, that's where everything started to get a little crazy. I mean, it's already crazy in the beginning, but now it gets even more. At least for me. Okay, just for context, in offline, I accidentally built a fishing rod for a volcano fish. So instead of doing my quest in Gale Cliff, I decided to go to Devil's Spine, where I found these fuckers trying to slow me down for our mother. Anyways, I survived, who cares honestly. Unfortunately, in Devil's Spine I needed a bigger crab trap to get the relic of that zone, so I was like 13 minutes doing literally nothing, until my brain cells started to work and go to the cabin and see the freaking quest in the game. I'm a very stupid person, but believe me, it gets worse. A lot worse. I come back to the Gale Cliffs trying to complete the quest, where he's basically trying to find a way to unblock the blocked parts of the area, and instead of reading the dialogues, I was just exploring, and... yeah, I found this big guy, I got scared like a lot, and I tried to run, but I died. And I don't know, sometimes I don't understand my own brain. I thought it was to get that big fish to unblock the blocked parts. Spoiler, it isn't, it's get explosives and explode with everything. I'm so fucking... and also I found a hidden treasure in this area, so... nice, I guess. So to get to the explosives, we meet Hermit and his brother. Both of them are angry with each other, so we need to resolve that to get our precious explosives. After completing the quest, we talk with Hermit's brother, and he gives us an explosive to unlock an area, and boom! Another artifact collected. Another artifact collected. Let's go, my boy. And now we have the power of fast travel, but just to the collector's mansion. It's still nice, you know. So our next stop is Devil's Spine, and it was the worst decision I ever made. Basically, we meet the fanatic, and basically we need to help him perform a ritual. There are 3 statues around Devil's Spine, and we need to get 3 flames and place them in the ritual statues. What I was saying right now? At the beginning, it was pretty easy. The first and second statues just ask us to get 2 types of crabs and 2 types of fish to get the flames. Until the 3rd statue. So the 3rd one asks for 2 fishes. And everything seems fine, like it's just 2 fishes. But one of the fishes we need to catch is the ghost shark. And the ghost shark is an abyssal fish. And at this point, I still didn't have a fishing rod for abyssal fish. So I searched on Google and some dumbass told me to go to the Iron Rig, to the DLC. And at first I thought it was okay, but it wasn't. The Iron Rig is part of the DLC, so I ended up starting the DLC because of some jerk on Reddit. Thanks for nothing, by the way. Anyways, in reality we needed to go to the Stellar Basin, and well... yes, the Kraken. Yes, this is the lair of the Kraken. We are in the lair of the Kraken. We meet the researcher and she tells us that the big creature destroyed her last laboratory and now she needs help with her research. And actually, it was pretty cool. At night, stellar basin starts to shine, and it's also where we need to get our fish. She asks us for specific fish, but it's just in the night that they appear. And the fish, they have a really cool design, and I like this part a lot. I think it was my favorite part in the whole game. We delivered the fish to her, and she asked us to get some stuff from her old laboratory, and well, we do that. She's very cute with me, so I just accept it. Yes, I'm a simp. At the end, she gives us an amplifier to put on the old generator of the old laboratory and a prototype fishing rod to catch abyssal fish. And finally, we unlock the abyssal and haze fishing rods. After 1 hour of doing random stuff, I finally got it, but of course, first we help our beloved researcher. The amplifier for the generator that she gave us makes the Kraken hide from the stellar basin for a while. Thanks to that, we can fish without worrying about the Kraken trying to kill us. So, finally, we catch all the fish for the researcher and hey, another artifact! With this, we helped our researcher and got a new power. This time we have the ability to move away predators that want to kill us. And believe me, this will be very helpful. Now let's go back to the Devil's Spine, catch the Ghost Shark and finish the ritual. And it was one of the weird things of this game, even more than the previous ones. So the Fanatic just dies and vanishes in the middle of the ritual, but oh well, who cares? We got another artifact and we get the power of atrophy. Basically you can instantly kill every fish in the area. Now for the epic end, Twisted Strand. Basically a swamp. Here we meet those little creatures that increase our insanity. How lovely. We meet a surviving soldier named R-Man who survived a plane crash and unfortunately he was the only survivor. His companions died in the crash. So Jukia from the future here. So we need to collect parts of our companions' planes to do traps and baits for that little thingies that increase our sanity. Okay, it's just that. Thank you. I'm sorry. And after that, he wants us to catch some fish to make a bait. But bait for what? So remember that monster that increased our insanity? So yeah, the bait is to put in old traps to kill them. And that's what I did. And honestly, this time it was way easier than the other ones. I simply did that and boom, artifact. He also offers to make some bait for us, so I think that's cool. So we got all relics in the game. And finally, we reached the end of the game. So we reached the final. We meet the collector and deliver the last artifact that he needed, and now everything is ready for the final part. The game asks you if you are ready or not. At first I thought there was some false fight, so I told myself to upgrade my bullet more, but actually that's not the case. Just no, it's just go to a place and that's the end. And for the final part we need to wait until midnight. The collector comes with us this time and we head to the market point on the map. And well,
Tenho que pegar Sword e Shield pela primeira vez e ir para cima do Nero Gigante não é muito inteligente da minha parte, mas... Não, larga nós.
what the actual fuck? What? So the collector starts doing a ritual, a woman appears, and the freaking monster here appears. I think it's like Cthulhu or something. Oh no, it's called They kills us, kills everyone, and destroys, well, everything. That's it! What? Where? Why? Fortunately, there's another ending that explains a lot of stuff. We need to meet the old mayor who can appear randomly at 4 campsites. It talks about a silver and crimson book and tells us not to do it. But do what? We haven't done anything. Yet. After this, what we need to do is meet with the lighthouse keeper in Grand Moreau. I never talked about this character, but basically, the lighthouse, despite being very angry and very grumpy, she always cares for us like she knew something from the beginning. And here comes an interesting dialogue. You really don't know? You need to forget her and move on. Her? Who? After this, we'll have a dialogue with the collector and we discover the truth. There's no collector. You are the collector. All this time, you were talking to yourself because you wanted to forget the death of your wife. All the relics weren't really relics. They were things that belonged to your dead wife. The music box, the key, the necklace, the watch, the ring. But you can't forget her. You want to revive her. You want to use your book to bring your wife back. After this revelation, we go to the lighthouse keeper and she says she will help us with this. We wait until midnight like the normal ending and she tells us to follow the light of the lighthouse. So you follow the light and... This time we died because of the Leviathan. And that's Dredge, a horror fishing game that is honestly amazing. The graphics, the gameplay, and mostly the music. Anyways, guys, I hope you like it. It was a long video, like, it took me a lot of stuff, but I think it was worth it. I liked the story, I liked everything in here. So if you like this video and if you want more, I'm happy to deliver you more of this. My name is Jukia and see you next time. Bye!